It's a tribute to all things, but mostly America.
Princess Bear, today we're at Magic Kingdom because the castle's looking pretty. It's a celebration of the 250th anniversary of America, so we're gonna eat some food.
We're going to Columbia Harbor House.
Yes, the menu's updated since the last time we've been, so it's your #1 choice in foodie infotainment. We're here to try the food, so you don't have to come to Magic Kingdom. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Let's go celebrate some stars and stripes.
It's time to foodie and chill. Happy Pride!
We are summoned to Columbia Harbor House to do the foodie goodness because there's food here for us to eat. And what would be better than the staple of Columbia Harbor House? The things that everybody raves about here is the chicken tendies. I have no scientific proof to prove this, but one of my good friends, Rachy Poo, says that these are the best tendies, base tendies in all of Walt Disney World. And when she tells me something, I usually just believe that she's right. Now, those covered in a maple mustard glaze with crispy garlic and green onions. I suppose it can only be up from there, so absolutely. We got to try it. For the people. Because we are a channel of the people. For the people, by the people, the people. I can't say much for the tendies themselves. Actually, I can say a lot. Disney tendies are half a step below McDonald's in most cases, but as long as they're cooked correctly to temperature and not dry, you're usually doing okay. Got a nice crunch to it, juicy meat, lightly seasoned, nothing crazy. They're not bland. At the very least, there's some seasoning in the breading that does just fine. That maple mustard dressing, however, ooh, they should bottle that. I would buy bottles of that because that is delicious. I try to make a vegan substitute honey mustard for the princess at home. I usually use yellow mustard and agave. I'm thinking now I should use a fine ground mustard, a brown mustard, and then maple. I think that would be the better combination because she needs to try this. The crispy garlic's got a nice crunch to it. I actually like that. More sauce, and these would be perfect. These would be like tossed in that sauce, but you can always ask for extra sauce on the side. I have had a very mixed bag of these tendy roll out across property. Some of them have been downright awful. Some of them have been kind of good. The jerk ones weren't bad. This one, definitely high on the list. 4.75 out of 5 claws. That's a tendy rating. To be honest, transparency, something that we as a country are not great at. I did not order this. We ordered the plant-based Hearts of Palm roll for the princess. They thought that was this. They just mixed it up. It does happen. Always check their food. You just don't blindly take it. Problem is that once they give it to you, they can't take it back. So now we have a lobster roll for the community. This is a sad-looking lobster roll stuffed in what's basically a top-cut potato roll, hot dog bun, basically. There's a lot of the stuffing. It looks stuffed. But lobster from Columbia Harbor House. I've had lobster at some Disney signature restaurants has been god-awful. This one does not inspire confidence. I need a fork because the way that they spread this in here is atrocious. There we go. I'm supposed to take a bite of this, but we're going to figure it out together. I do it, so you don't have to. I'll be honest, it's not awful. It's not throw it across the room level bad. It's definitely of the level I expect for where that I'm eating, so I can't knock it for that. It actually has quite a bit of lobster. Lobster tastes fresh, and it's not like heavily mayoed. A lot of times you do like lobster rolls from places that don't know how they're doing. It's just like a clump of mayo with like lobster in it. This is a lobster roll mixed with mayos and the peppers, and it's actually not bad. The weakest part, as you can see with me picking it up, was the bun. It's fallen apart, it's slightly buttered, but it's like barely a vessel for the lobster roll. And the bun is the very important part of the lobster roll. If the bun is bad, the bun could be bad. Not terrible, but could be bad. I would give it 3.25 out of 5 claws. If you like lobster rolls, like that's your thing, don't eat this. If you're curious, you can do worse.
The
this is the last place at Walt Disney World that actually serves a Hearts of Palm roll. Before, Rosie's All-American had one, but they got rid of theirs recently. So this is the only one that we have left. Now, this one is a huge one. They did remake this after I got it. It came with, you get a choice of side. I got rice, but they didn't give me more rice. They left it with the lobster, so I'm not eating a side. I'm just eating this. And that's okay because this is huge. They put extras. I don't think you can see on that side, but you can probably see on this side they put copious amounts of tomato in here too, which I'm excited about. The bread is a lot though, so like, I don't know. And I don't want to make a mess, that's why I'm using a knife and fork. Otherwise I would just go in on it. But I am a princess, and I have other things to do tonight besides this, so I cannot get a mess on myself. Cheers. It just tastes very fresh. You taste the Hearts of Palm, you can taste the celery, you can taste the tomato if you get it in your bite. The bread is pretty overpowering. I only got 1/2 of the bun, so kind of made it like an open face situation, and that helped, but it was still very bready. Very delicious offering though, and like especially during the summer, this is going to be a great option. I'm here for it. I'm going to give it a 4.75 out of 5 lobster rolls. It is equal to as much as I expected before, so
I am the peak blasphemer of this channel, so while the princess has a reason to use a knife and fork, I don't. I just love a little bit of chaos, and honestly, I don't want to be messy and sticky either. I have to hold a camera for most of the day. So just diving right in. The Hearts of Palm rolls, I always thought were a great addition and sort of give like a 1-to-1 lobster-ish roll for the plant-based and vegetarian community. So I'm sad to see there be so few now, but I'm glad this one is still here, and it's a massive Aura Farming presence. The roll is tasty. It's crunchy. It's very Veganese forward. Absolutely covered with the vegetables and the Hearts of Palm in there. Hearts of Palm isn't what I would say is a seafood analog. I know it's presented as such, but it's something different altogether. It's more akin sometimes to like almost a crunchier tuna or potato salad consistency with the flavor adjacent to what a lobster roll or something or seafood roll would be in that case. I feel like copious amounts of Old Bay would solve that problem. Unfortunately, they don't have any Old Bay here. But I think Old Bay on this thing would slap for anybody. If you just wanted a lighter fare, just trying to avoid some seafood, a little bit of seasoning, I think this thing could be peak. As it is now, it's okay. I think it's still a standard option and one of the more unique options here at Magic Kingdom. I think it's worthy. Does it deserve a crown? No. Does it deserve like a old-timey, crusty wig of our forefathers? Maybe. 3.75 out of 5 claws. So not completely new, but reimagined the menu is the salmon. It is now a maple mustard salmon, a very similar sauce to what they have on the tendies, but I don't have the joy of the crispy garlic or the green onions. I would take them, but just a maple mustard glazed salmon. It does come with 2 sides. You can get fries, you can get rice, you can get green beans. I decided for double rice because I hate green beans, and there's no way in the world you're going to convince me that Columbia Harbour House is going to be the place to convince me to start eating green beans. Nope. Not at all. So, salmon it is, all by its lonesome in a bed of the rye. Not the flakiest, but not bone dry. Let's see what this tastes like. That is literally the exact same maple mustard that's on the tendies. And then, like the tendies, it could benefit from more of it. The glaze is definitely on the top on the skin, but like once you get past that glaze, it's just salmon. A little bit of salt in there, a little bit of pepper, but like with more of the glaze, more of the sauce, it would actually be a decent piece of fish. Again, ask for the sauce on the side, add it to this. I would easily eat that with the rice and just mix it up, and you'd have like a salmon rice maple mustard bowl, and I would have no complaints. The salmon isn't anything that you can write home about. You're not going to write letters to war to this salmon. about the Joe you have at home, or missing your lady, or your they and then of them, because, you know, even back in those times, they did exist. Don't be weird. It's a decent piece of salmon. It's sustenance. I would give it 3.85 out of 5 claws. I don't want to give it 3.75, but I also don't want to give it a 4. So that's where you land. So a lot of the reason for us coming here today was to start making our way through some of the patriotic items for the America's 250th birthday. 250 years of this democratic experiment here in these Americas. And we're celebrating that with a berry shortcake. You have a shortcake topped in mixed berries. Looks like blueberries, strawberries in a sauce, topped with whipped cream and patriotic sprinkles. White, blue, red, and gold. If that's got you feeling patriotic, by all means. Even though we're like looking at this at first, it looks like a worse version of the Eaten Mess from the Rose and Crown restaurant. But, I mean, all the good things about America were ripped off from somewhere else, so that would make sense. Honestly, it tastes like a berry shortcake. It's very good. Not like some of you, because I've seen you peeling the fog off the windows here, the little frosting, so you can look at the construction for cars, Pistons Peak. Shame on you. Bad Disney adults. You can wait like everybody else. You don't get dessert tonight. This dessert, it's okay. The berries are given like a berry compote kind of deal, not like fresh berries. I would much prefer fresh berries, but again, we're the quick service Magic Kingdom. I'm not expecting tons of magic, like 32% magic. And for that, this works. The whipped cream is nice. The sprinkles are actually crunchy. The cake is moist. I can ask for no better. Honestly, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 claws. Probably a little better than it deserves, but it's your birthday, or America's birthday. So they're getting a little plus. Not much, though. Columbia Harbor House has housed us for the evening like quartering militia for the coming revolution.
I will say, of all things, it is consistent.
It is. Columbia Harbor House has never really been some of the worst places here in Magic Kingdom, but it's also not really been above the best. I think it maintains that quality.
Do you remember when it was at Tomorrowland Terrace?
Yes, I do remember when we used to have to eat food in the heat, like hot lobster rolls under 100 degrees.
You hated that so much.
It was miserable. It was awful. Especially since consistently people wanted the lobster roll in the heat.
Yeah, it was bad.
Awful foodie PTSD involved in that one. But I will say the great additions, I like the change, I like the celebration, but it seems unfair that only I get dessert and the princess does not.
Right? And since this is America, I think I deserve equal rights. So, we're gonna go partake in that. Let's go. You can't come and get a dessert and not get an equal opportunity dessert. This is the best of the desserts that I have had recently, and I just had the Sunshine Seasons version, and I think I like this one better. So let's go in and try it again, because we have to keep doing it for science. So delectable, so rich, so delicious. Definitely a 5 out of 5 still. Princessity's item. Can't wait to plus this up because this is the land of opportunity.
I won't lie to you, when the princess has not stopped talking about this and trying to find a reason to come get this again off camera since she had it. This is going to be her new trifle addiction, and she's not trifling. This may be trifling, but she's not trifling. Because why go all the way to Epcot to get Mousse if you can get a comparable mousse with layers here at the Contemporary Resort? With sprinkles. And we do like a good sprinkle. Layers, deliciousness. Oh yeah. There's something about a nice vanilla chocolate swirl that just hits home. It allows the chocolate to be greater than its sum of its parts, because we know that in this country we succeed better together than separated. Words of wisdom right there, not from me. I didn't make that one up. Somebody else did, much smarter than I. Still, 5 out of 5 claws. It's on the necessities list for a reason. If you've been here long enough, you know very well that we're not satisfied with just one simple plant-based dessert. We gotta make it extra with maybe another surprise for myself as well.
So let's go ahead and do one final dessert, because there's nothing more America than dessert. Let's go see where we're going.
I don't know how we got someplace with funny photos.
Well, now we're here at Port Orleans.
Yes, for...
Beignets.
She couldn't resist, and neither could I.
Beignets.
Yes, we did the thing because 4th of July has come early here at Port Orleans French Quarter, and specifically Scat Cats. They have these brand spanking new Mickey beignets, the 4th of July beignets. You have a cinnamon sugar dusted Mickey shaped beignet with this marshmallow cream on top with the 4th of July red, white, and blue sprinkles, and then you have apple pie filling in the middle there. So all things American. Beignets and apple pie filling and red, white, and blue. I question you on the beignets. I'll give you the other things. But either way, this looks delectable. I don't think we've seen beignets this pretty since probably the first iteration of the ghoulish beignets. But we're happy to see something come here. So we're just going to, normally we're still going to start with an ear. I'm taking an ear. This wonderfully looking dusted beignet, and it is super dusted. And we're going to load it with a little bit of this apple pie filling, because ain't nothing like a warm apple pie. And yes, I am talking about the beignets. Get your minds out of the gutter. Yep. Here we go. Okay. That's almost enough for me to want to put on some American flag flip-flops, an American flag romper, probably a cowboy hat, or maybe an American flag flat cap, maybe some fingerless gloves, and prance throughout this resort. Because that is amazing. It's like an apple turnover with a beignet skin, and the marshmallow cream is like a little, it's almost like the first time you ever had a toast strudel level delicious. Give you a nice warm, homey feeling inside. Makes you want to root for the home team. This home team. This time. I'm talking about this home team. That is absolutely amazing. Probably the best beignets we've had in a while. You know what? Oh, I'm glad they are here. Give these a 5 out of 5 claws. They're going to be popular, but that popularity in this case will be justified. Just don't go nuts. Behave yourselves. Be nice to the cast members. Or like I always say, we will find you. I don't know how, but I know there's some people who have a certain set of skills. We'll find you. Our wonderful server, and I can't take credit for this idea at all, it's like, you know what? Those who play would be amazing because you have apple pie, beignet, this marshmallow cream icing with the caramel sauce that you would normally get with the beignets, the regular beignets, because apple pie and caramel sounds delightful. So I'm going to give this one here because I know what you guys come here for. You want to see the drizzle. No, it's not in slow motion. It's just delicious, delectable caramel sauce. And now that you have a 4th of July beignet covered in caramel sauce, give it a little cut, load that up with more apple filling, and now you have a caramel apple 4th of July beignet fit for the 250th birthday of these here Americas. If you do not try this, I don't ever want to hear again that you don't get any good treats. This is peak treat. I wish I gave it 2 5s because the caramel sauce, it should come with the sauce. Like honestly, the drizzle takes it from just like a covered beignet to like a beignet that has covered the theme. That is immaculate. I don't think we've ever given anything higher than a 5. And I don't know that I want to, but I feel like I should.
6, 7?
No, we're not doing that. It's just on the bare necessities list. The caramel sauce on its own. On the necessities list for these beignets specifically.
We got 3 of the beautiful allergy-friendly beignets, and yes, I did bring my beautiful contemporary dessert for this, but I found out after I ordered these that I can actually do the 4th of July beignets also. So our awesome server actually brought us the fixins for it. So this is the cinnamon action. I'm just gonna spread that along here. And then because it's got the apple to the side, I'm just gonna cut a little piece here. Get more of this, yes. And then let me get this apple. Oh yeah. Yes, I'm excited. And there's vegan chocolate I can put on this too. That is really good. Now if you just want to order it on its own without doing the regular beignets, you can. It's just the cinnamon sugar and the apple and omit everything else. And you got the vegan specialty beignet. This is delicious. I love this a lot. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. This is a Princess Cities item. It certainly tastes like an apple pie, and I love it. I love it a lot.
We love the culinary team here at Port Orleans because they know their food and they're always willing to go above and beyond to make sure that everybody can enjoy everything they have. The cinnamon sugar and the apple is a beautiful touch, and why not share with the whole crew? Multiple dips, because that's what we do here. It's one of those times I wish I had one of those deep phone voices, because that's wonderful. Wonderful. Plant-based beignets are fine. They're great on their own. But the ability to get some toppings every now and then when they have something that's modifiable is glorious. And I'm glad they're willing to do it. That is immaculate. It's raising those beignets to a whole other level. Yeah. 4.75 out of 5 clouds. And only out of 5 because honestly, you should be able to order them that way.
Before I knew I could get the glorious new 4th of July waffles made vegan, waffles, beignets, waffles, fluffy bread, whatevers. We went to Contempo Cafe, right? Brought my dessert. So, what I'm going to do, because I've done this at Sunshine Seasons before too. We got the dessert at Sunshine Seasons. We brought it here. We stuffed the beignet. So now we're going to do it again. But instead of the chocolate, we're going to do the vanilla. And we're going to see how it works. Okay. I'm only going to do a half because I think that's all that we need. So this one isn't very fluffy, but let's just open her up. There we go. Get a little pocket. Oh. Now we have the parfait. I'm going to grab the parfait. Now, it's important to get this chocolate on the top, too. Look at that. This is probably way too much. But you know what? I commit to my mistakes. Yeah. Nothing like some good old dessert fusion. Like America, a mixture of all things. All right. I'm excited to try this all together. But I'm going to cut it so Bear can have half. So I feel like that's going to end up being a little messy. All right, let's see how it goes.
I was just there. You do that?
Looks more chocolatey than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more vanilla-y. I hate to admit it, but this tastes way better than the Sunshine Seasons mousse. Why? Because this trifle tastes like pudding. So you have like a pudding inside of your beignet, and that is fire. I actually wouldn't mind putting the pudding inside of the cinnamon one. That would be amazing. But on its own, it's still a 5 out of 5. It is a Princess Teas item. I say no matter what you stuff your own beignet with, you should try it because you can get so many amazing, like, different flavors out of it. And it's really, really, really good. But if you want the easier version, just get the sauces and all those other things on the side and make your own that way instead.
I think somehow the princess has stumbled upon the beignet gusher. That's the best way to describe it. Or, like a stuffed beignet eclair. I'm not quite sure, but chocolate, vanilla, cookies and cream with sprinkles and all that powdered sugar from normal beignet. Food coma, instantly. Absolutely non-controversial take. It's a time we elect a new pudding daddy. I don't know who that should be, but we should strike the first one from the record, and it's time to elect a new one. Leave your votes for the new pudding daddy in the comments. I don't have anybody to not recommend right now. There's so many good choices that I can't pick. You know what? No pudding daddy. Pudding mama. Pudding mama. Michelle Obama. That's it. Unofficially, I have no power whatsoever. Barack, I'm sorry. She is now the pudding mama. 5 out of 5 claws. More ridiculously tasty than it has any right to be, but just as elegant as our best First Lady. That was beignet-iful.
We would call this a freedom crawl.
Yes, most definitely. Special shout out to cast member Laura from Scat Catch Lounge. The recommendation of that caramel on the 4th of July beignets was immaculate. I'm not taking credit for that one because that was her idea and that was amazing.
She was amazing in general. It's not the first time that we've had her in the last month or two, and she's always just serving up the best service ever. It's like a model cast member, and she's the magic.
Speaking from experience, all the best cast members started Scat Cat Lounge anyway, so.
That's true. Shout out to Rolly.
Mm-hmm. But, this has been a nice little mini 4th of July celebration, an early preview, if you will, with these wonderful treats. There may be more treats that pop up along the way, not in this video, but in others. But if there's ones that you want to see that we haven't gotten to, or if you like a particular one today, comment. A little place down there is always a good place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, will Bear become a scat bear? Or
Skip.
dat bear? Dat dog?
You heard the girl.
best of the parfait. Sorry, the parfait. Trifle. Trifling parfait. Going to other places. All their odd places.